After everything you guys just told me, which has been very informative and educational, and I really appreciate it, and I know everyone that's going to be watching this is going to be so amazed by what you guys just said. But I do want to hear more about your kids in general. What are some cool things that people don't know about your child? Or what amazing things?
Marcelo is funny, he's witty, he's fearless, he's adventurous, he's loving. He's so smart. Even not being able to verbally maybe express how he feels, but he shows it all through action. And my God, he is just such a little
Spitfire.
Oh is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
He just, now he's learned the word bousy, which means kiss. We say bousy, bousy, and he'll come and he'll pucker his lips. And, we just those little things. He's just such an amazing boy. It's hard to put in words sometimes. It really is, because he's just that awesome. And I'm so blessed to be his mom. And, he's taught me so much, and he's honestly brought me so close to my faith. Not that I ever strayed away, but
Made it stronger.
He made it stronger. He really oh God. I don't, I'm sorry, because what the problem is like, it's hard to put in words what they've really done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's honestly one of those
change you.
Yeah, like Marcelo has completely changed me as a person. He's bettered me. Those self-doubt when you don't think you're a good mom, and then you look at your children and you're like, yeah, I made that. And he's he is where he is because of me and other resources, of course. But in the end, it's just like you look at your child, and it's just, I totally digress from the question. You said amazing things about him, and I'm not talking about.
You said he had good fashion sense.
He does really have good fashion sense. I mean,
no, but
I am the mom, and I do shop for him, but
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And he loves toques. He just loves his toques, and he's just.
But I think what you were saying, and I think Jemana was trying to add to it, is
he's a reflection of me, and
yes.
I'm a reflection of him.
I love that.
And I take so much pride in him, and you know what? He takes pride in me, and I love that, because I'm mama. That's it. I'm his mom, and he's just. If you are lucky enough to know him, you would know how far he's come in this year when it comes to speech. Like I had said, he is non-syndromic, so he is able to walk and feed himself and play like your typical 2-year-old. But it's like, speech is very important. Honestly, he's a rock star.
Aww.
And I know he's a bright future, and he's gonna do good.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
He's gonna do good.
Your kids are cute, Michelle.
Thank you.
They're so cute.
He's well loved, and that's probably the most important, because when they feel loved, they thrive.
100%.
Yeah.
Jemana?
And like rockstar, that's what we call. That's what everyone calls Lily, because she's a rock star. She'll put a smile on your face since day one. Like, even because of medication, she had she was on prednisone for a bit. And she looked exactly like my father-in-law. I remember she was like an Adidas sweatsuit, and she had the chubbiest cheeks. And we're like, this is the Dave Jr. right here. Like, she's totally Arisa. Like, you can't even deny it. But like, that picture still comes up and makes everybody laugh. She's come so far in 10 years. Like,
she's the strongest girl.
She's just, honestly, she's defied so what doctors say. And. I just feel like everyone's just like, wow, she's so big, and wow, she's doing that. Like, she's doing new things every day, and I'm just like, wow, she didn't do this before. And you know what I mean? Like, other day, because we were coming off of a sickness, but we brought her home from the hospital, and like, I put her in her chair, and she was like half asleep, and then when she finally woke up, she was like looking around, and she's just like, and I'm just like, she knows she's home, and then she hears the boys, and she's looking at them like this. And even just yesterday, they were jumping back and forth, and she's on the floor. We were doing some physical therapy with her legs and that, and she just looked, and she was following them, and she's following them, and I'm thinking, and Adiba always asking, Mom, what's she saying? I'm like, she thinks you're crazy. But I mean, what is she gonna say?
That's
like, she's thinking, oh, you guys better go to bed, because she's the older sister, and she wants, you know what I mean?
Aww.
So she's just a light. She said, like, not like we never had the faith before, but I had to reach out a lot more.
Yes. Power to act.
the power of prayer, and just having everyone behind us got us through a lot of times. And I just feel like God has given her to us, and I hope I'm doing a good job.
You're doing an amazing job.
We all hope that we're doing, the best for our kids, and I feel like she's
She's a light.
she's defied so many odds and overcome so much. So yeah, she's bubbly. She loves to camp.
Amazing.
I love that. I read that, and you're like,
We're campers.
Yeah, I love
They are.
that.
We're
We don't see them in the summer.
Yeah, we don't travel much, so we have a piece of property about an hour outside the city, and like, alhamdulillah, my husband modifies everything for her. He's modified our whole life for her.
Aw.
It's amazing.
So we can't travel, so we, far. I don't like to typically leave Alberta because I'm just scared. And she's got some, we have home oxygen, so we're on it most of the time. And so we're just here, and he makes it a lot easier to do things with her. So yeah, she's a camper. She likes to go in the water as long as it's like nice temperature.
Obviously.
Honestly.
And like, side note too, if you guys follow Jemana or know her, Lily's costumes every day for Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah,
She wins Halloween every single year. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
We all look forward to it.
Thankfully,
We all look
yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah.
We never get hints or any
It's just a big
teasers.
surprise.
I
It's
love
always a big
that.
surprise.
Yeah.
And they do good.
And last year was
And that's
like,
all I do. I just tell him like,
Hit the
okay,
bar.
yeah. I just said I want her to. I was looking on Google. I'm like, okay, special needs costumes, wheelchair, and I was looking and I said, I saw this news anchor, and I'm like, oh, news anchor. I'm like, that's so cute. This kid had like a little NBC thing, and then I was just like, wait a second. I know somebody who's on the news that we idolize all the time, we watch all the time. So I'm like, okay, she's gonna be
Nerimanisa.
Yeah. And it was a surprise to her. She was over the moon, all that. She was so happy, and yeah,
and she made it on CTV.
She made it.
Yeah.
Sure did.
That's right.
And even this year, she wasn't at school for Halloween because we were at home not feeling well, and we just did something simple. She had little angel wings, and he.
And like my kids woke up, what's Lily today?
Yeah.
Like they were
Aw.
I
waiting
was
for
thinking
it.
the same thing.
Yeah, like he always makes her feel special and included.
This is your husband.
My husband,
Yeah.
I mean everyone around, but he makes it happen. Like I'm just like,
Aw.
yeah. So, yeah, alhamdulillah, she makes everyone just better. I hope she does. As much as
She
she
does.
makes us.
Trust me. She does.
Yeah.
She
I
does.
love that.
Yeah.
And that.
My job.
Oh, I
What
could
was the
talk about Abdul Kareem all day. Like he's seriously, and like I said it, he's the light of my life, and like he just brings light everywhere he goes. He is just the funniest kid. And yeah, we joke about it because part of his syndrome, they used to call him happy puppet syndrome because they're just genuinely always happy. Sometimes he has like uncontrollable laughter to the point where he's like, okay, I'm in pain, like my abs hurt. But like alhamdulillah again, that's he's just always happy, and he just brings happiness everywhere. Like people we know call him their antidepressant.
I love
He's
that.
the human antidepressant. And more than once, my sister would be having a bad day. She'd FaceTime, put Monkey on the phone, like just his smile, his face. He'll giggle to you, and he just makes like your world better.
Yeah. They're
So,
Oh.
but
It's true.
and then
they
like
make the
about
world
yeah,
better.
he does make everywhere he goes a better place. Like seriously. But like him, loves anything to do with water. He can splash around the water all day. Music, he's literally going to be DJ by day.
I can't wait.
Today I was actually telling his dad, I was doing the dishes, and he always comes right to me when I'm doing the dishes and he has to play in the water. Dishwasher by day, DJ by night, guys. Like, that's his career choice. We've picked it already.
Yeah. If he starts an Instagram account, let me know.
Oh,
That'll be his first
for all your
one.
wedding needs, we're working on it. Arabic, English,
I love
Spanish,
it.
you name it, he's got it.
Love it.
But like he just loves to be around people. He just loves to be around kids. And if he's not involved in what they're doing, like just watching them makes his day. And just watching him makes my day, honestly. Like, and like you said, he's definitely made me better. My sisters always joke around like, nobody used to like you before, Kenny, but now people like you. Like, we always joke about that. He's not just made me a better person, but he just makes life better, really. And he's happy, and he makes everybody around him happy.
I love that. That's beautiful.
My girls are, I think, kids with autism. They have, people will say traits of kids with autism. I think the biggest one that stands out to me is my kids are so loyal. Like kids with autism are very, people like to say rigid. I like to say they're loyal. Once they like you, if a kid with autism likes you, that's it. You're stuck with them. Yeah. They love you forever. They are obsessed with you. Like if my daughter has, either of them have somebody they like, or like Bayan has friends, that's it. You have to be their friend forever because they are loyal. They will not change. And they, just like everybody else said, they're a light. Bayan is like one of the funniest kids because kids with autism are very literal. And so she hasn't learned those nuances of speech yet. Like, you know, if somebody's being sarcastic or if somebody's, you know, asking a question weird. So, you know, she's very literal. So if you say something like, you know, it's we're going to go outside when it's sunny, you know, like, you know, we're not going to go outside right now. It's not sunny yet. The minute it's sunny, you have to go outside because that's what you said. So you know, she's very literal. They're very loyal, and they're lights. She's so funny. She's, you know, everything she says. My sisters die laughing at her because she calls me by my first name, and she calls me by my anglicized name. So she'll say Fatima, and you know, so she wants me to respond to her, especially when I'm not responding to Mama or anything like that. She expects me to respond quickly. And, you know, Khadija, again, she's not verbal, but that kid, like, you know, they say kids with autism, they like to be alone and they like to, you know, play on their own and whatever. Khadija is not like that at all. She will sit in my lap all day if she can. She will kiss me all day if she can. She has like half an hour at night before she goes to sleep where she just smushes her face against mine. She just keeps it there. And it is the sweetest thing ever because they give you all their love. And, you know, like you said, you're his mama, you know, those are my kids, you know?
Yeah, like Kareem, everybody used to always say like, oh my God, I wish I felt what Alat felt when she walks into a room. I could have just gone to the washroom when he came back and be like, oh my God, she's here again. and he makes me feel so amazing. I'm great. I didn't know it was that great before you.
Absolutely.
Like everybody, my sister-in-law, she has a baby now, but before she had her, she was like, I wish I have a baby that loves me as much as Kareem loves his mom. And now every time she's on her, she's like, I didn't mean it, like literally, you know what I mean? But like he makes me feel amazing. And I know you keep saying you guys are amazing, but like, yeah, we have this blessing and they made us amazing. Nobody liked me before Kareem, like, you know.
I like
you.
You
didn't know me before Kareem.
I like you and I like you.
Yeah.
I don't think we realized how strong we were before they came.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think, like, especially, like, we were like, I had my older two when I was 20 and 22 years old.
Wow.
And I was a kid. I was a kid. Like, Seja's, you know, 17, I'm 37. Like, she's like my sister.
Yes.
You know?
How old were you when you had Bayan?
29.
Wow.
And I didn't know how much love I could receive. Like you said, she gives me so much. And I didn't know how much I could give back to her. And not just to her, but she makes me so, just the fact that both of them are the way they are blessings. But also, you know, to move that forward and, you know, with the people that they meet and to educate other people about inclusivity and to offer other people support with inclusivity. So now if I know anybody in our community or outside our community and, you know, you see that they're struggling with something, you know, like that, you can say, you know, I've been through it.
I love that. I love that you said you didn't know the capacity that you had within of how strong of a mom you had to be. Because, I mean, in all four of us, we didn't have problematic pregnancies. This all sprung up on us after the fact.
Yeah.
We didn't ask to be put in this position. We were put in this position. So for us, I mean, we went about our day. We, you know, carried 9 months, delivered. I'm sure everyone had normal deliveries, all that. And it just sprung just like that. Whether it was something that was brought forward to us by a professional or we found ourselves, but this is something that we were just put into. And, you know, I remember thinking, you know, before having kids that I could never be strong enough to have a child with a disability or be put in this position. Never.
Yeah.
But when you're put into it, subhanAllah, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I got this.
Yeah.
It's not easy,
Just a mom.
but I got it. I'm a mom.
Doing our mom
You know,
thing.
we get
Absolutely.
called amazing.
Yeah, I always say that whenever someone calls me amazing. Oh my God, you're amazing. It's
But
like,
I'm
a mom.
I'm a
though.
mom.
I know, but
I
I
would
want to
call
tell you
mom.
something, guys. When I keep saying you're amazing,
No.
let me get this on camera, please. Thank you. Get my good side. I've done a lot of these campaigns, and every single person that I've worked with has been amazing. But you guys have been like a little special, extra special. When I told them I had this idea, literally it was last minute. I asked Red, I'm like, can you come do this? I gave him like 2 days notice. He's like, I'm down. They're like, I'm down. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bring coffee and some snacks. Each person wanted to bring something. This one baked like fresh cinnamon buns. And, like, this one brought coffee. This one brought a flower. I don't even know. This one brought some tabletop by Iman goodies. They're packaged in the back. Got you. They're amazing. But they all brought something. I barely was able to come. Like, I had to print contracts, and I couldn't even do that. Care of a child with a disability. Plus, you guys have other children. Plus, you guys are so kind. You just are on the ball, and you guys, honestly, I know.
Yeah.
It's, I don't even know. I know I keep saying you're amazing, but the amount of responsibility you have, and you showed up, and you were so awesome. You're so giving, so caring. I was telling my husband, I'm like, these were the nicest 4 people. Well, we have another person here. She's great too, but we have 4 people that came today to the discussion. They're just the kindest people I've ever met in my life. And so that's why you guys are amazing. It's not, oh, because you have a child with a disability. That's a lot of work. So it is. But I don't know how you do everything on top of that. Because again, I don't know. I don't do.
They said your faith makes a way.
100%.
Your faith makes a
Thinking,
way.
as you're speaking, it's like things to God, things to God, things to God.
Yeah.
Because we have to. Like, why are we gonna give up on life or give up on our children? We don't need to.
Definitely.
You just do what you need to do. In the end, we're moms.
Yeah. Well, maybe never see Italy, but Holland's a nice place.
I love that.